Welcome, Leo, to your love reading for October the 25th and 26th of 2018. So let's check into what's going on with your energy. So the person that's coming towards you. So in a love relationship, if you're dealing with somebody, getting to know somebody, married, or any committed relationship. So person coming towards you, person energy coming towards you, Leo, and love. So whoever you might be dealing with, either they're going through a divorce, a separation from you, or another person. They're letting that person go. And they could be dealing with the loss of somebody as well. Just depends there for some. I clarified that. Yeah, either mourning somebody, thinking about them. They could be right next to you for some. So they might need your support in some way. Others of you, your partner or love interest might be moving. If you're moving on from them, vice versa, they could be moving out, trying to pack things up, maybe organizing things, or try to move their things out. That could be part of the process as well. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and then you have a Scorpio showing up. What might your response be for Leo? Yeah, there's an ending for some with the Ten of Swords showing up. So you're not communicating, you're not really saying anything, so you feel maybe betrayed by somebody. For some of you, you might even feel, if you have moved on from someone, if they have crossed over, you might be feeling like their spirit is around and you want to connect with them in some way because you're not over that energy. So that could be something that some of you are personally dealing with, but there does seem to be some sadness there. Let's see. What is your... What about the Ten of Swords? You might have been dealing with someone who... so another person is showing up, but that's a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and you might feel betrayed by that particular person, where there was something that came about where you know the truth about them or you. This could be your energy as well. For some who may have been almost tempted to reach out to somebody or get to know somebody, but they were spoken for already. That could be something that's going on. A date night, a player, you might feel like that, like you have been dealing with somebody like that. So I feel like there might be something that you might be letting go of. All right. And what is your partner's response or love interest response, Leo? So that person is, it almost seems like they are moving out of a situation that's been very bad for them, and now they're feeling much better or more energized in some way. Some of you might not like that particular scenario. You might even want them to feel some of your pain, so to speak, but it does seem to be some kind of process of moving on and letting go and healing for them. Clarify the star. And it's like when the Nine of Swords is showing up, it's almost like they feel good about the relief of being able to release somebody or something that's not been working out, but they also have this energy of feeling a bit guilty about having done so, or feeling good. It's almost like they don't want to feel that way, but it's important that people try to be as happy as they can be at any cost. Of course, we're going to grieve and do what we have to do, but it almost seems like they feel good and liberated, but they don't want to come through it as though they don't care about you or what they have been going through. That's what it looks like to me. What is your advice for Leo? Yeah, it seems like there's a connection that is not working, and this is a continuation of what's been going on with you for the last 2 months or so. Dealing with someone who may have not been that honest with you and having to move on from them. A situation that's just not been the healthiest. So I feel like when the Lovers is in reverse, that means that there were a lot of discrepancies, somebody not being really honest or sure of what they actually wanted. So it tells you something that's kind of falling away for some. And what is the outcome for Leo? So yeah, the Devil is showing up. This is a major arcana. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 showing up, and this is that energy of either still being tempted to resurrect something that is finished, holding on to things or a certain person that's not really good for you. Let's clarify devil, because it's right next to the lovers. There's something not really working out. Clarify the devil. Leo. Starting over and taking a leap of faith of change might be something that a lot of you might be fearing, for sure. And you either hold your emotions in, you don't really express how you might be feeling. You might drink a lot, you might do drugs, you might do things that might alleviate the pain, but it's almost like a fear of really expressing yourself. It's like if you known someone, or you feel like you was getting closer to somebody that may have been easier for you to maybe get to know, but then that was a letdown in some way. Some of you may have had plans to marry or to have something deeper, but then you eventually found out that may not have been the healthiest thing for you in some way. And the devil is usually a card of, when I see this, it's like, why even bother? Sometimes dating or getting to know somebody, or even being in a committed relationship, some of you might even just want to just dib and dabble, or just kind of do your own thing right now. But I do feel like there is and for some, you're dealing with somebody where either you or them, it could be a scenario where you're detaching and going through a divorce, a separation, and you can't come together with a certain person until that time is there. And I just said that for Cancer as well. So it just depends for some. All right. So you got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a Taurus showing up. You got all of the signs are showing up, but well, air signs are not showing up. But for a lot of you, I'm sure you're dealing with the air sign. But there seems like it'd be an ending that some of you are definitely facing and going through. So let's see messages for Leo, 25th and 26th of October. Pay attention to the red flags, the signs are cautioning you. Yep. So I feel like if you're getting to know somebody, take it slow. If you feel like things are not moving forward, that there seems to be somebody that's not being honest with you, it might come around, but there's nothing really, something that you can hold on to. There's a reason for these things. And you should be able to ask about it without that other person, throwing a temper tantrum or getting mad or not being really clear about what's going on. So just be aware. All right, let me see messages for Leo. In love life, it says the basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So when I see this, I feel like it's a transformation of moving into something newer, either with somebody or ending something first before you can get to something newer. So that is positive though, but it seems like some reflection is going on for a lot of you. So that's going to be your reading for the next 2 days or so. So it might run over into the weekend. Tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.